The interview portion of our show. Tonight we'll be interviewing the great McNair. Coach Mac, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Mr. Johnson, I'm doing great, man. Good to be here tonight.
Talk to me about last season and how the team handled last year with injuries and everything.
Well, just fighting through adversity and just to look back over the season last year, with all the injuries and the things we had to deal with throughout the whole season, I thought that we did a great job as a coaching staff of getting our guys prepared to step up and play. You always talk about the next man up, and we had to face that a lot last year, and the shape we was in was injuries and stuff like that. But we seemed to put it together and make a run for it. We won the East and got a chance to go back to the SWAC championship up in Houston. Just kind of fell short, but overall, I think that the guys did a great job of doing the things they had to do to prepare for the postseason last year.
Okay, Coach. So this season coming up, and with the guys that's coming in, do you feel like you guys will have a chance to go back to the SWAC championship again?
Well, as a head coach and as a coaching staff, you always seem that you have a chance. The way you end up last year, and then when you had a lot of guys out last year, and then you come back this year and you get all those guys back this year, and plus the recruits that we got coming in, and it always seemed that as coaching staff, you want to say yes. You always feel that you have a great chance of doing something special this coming season as a football staff and as a football team.
How did the coaching staff do this year with recruiting? Are you guys very pleased with the recruits coming in?
I think overall we did a great job. I think the coaching staff did a great job of going out and getting the right guys to fit our program as far as the character and the players that we needed for the position that we lost. We lost some offensive linemen and as well as defensive linemen. So we went out and got those guys and linebackers as well. So they did a great job. I'm pretty much pleased with the job they did during recruiting.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to for the defense this year in the spring?
And we talked about other stuff, especially offense and our defensive stuff. Third down conversion was a big problem for us last year, and just try to make sure that we get better at that and execute better as a whole, special team and all phases of the game. So I think if we do that, we'll be a whole lot better football club.
Well, Coach, I know y'all can't pay too much attention to the stands, but I don't know if you know, but I know a lot of the players and people know it. I am one of you guys' biggest fans. I don't care win, lose, draw. I am you guys' biggest fans. I dance to every band song. I do every cheer that I did my freshman year when I was out there on the field. I am 100% behind you guys. I think I'm more ready for the season than you guys are. I came to you personally and asked, do y'all need a photographer or another videographer? Like, I'm right there behind you guys, so I cannot wait until this season come and just to see you guys get out there and be the Braves that I've saw for these past 3 years that I've been at Alcorn.
We appreciate that, and that's the biggest thing too. And we talk about fan support. You talk about the Jackson State, you talk about the Southern, and you talk about the Grambling game. But as a football team, we need you here for the Miles College, the McNair State games this upcoming season as well. The bigger support we get, the more fun that these guys will come out and have on the football field. Just especially seeing the stands full and people just cheering us on during the course of the season. So that's tremendous help as far as when you talk about fan support the football team that we have.
So on to the NFL. I have to get on this topic. What do you think about that Super Bowl game? What did you think about that?
Well, I thought it was a great Super Bowl to me. Probably one of the great comebacks ever. You got Tom Brady. You never count him out. As long as you got time on the clock, you have to play him. And the situation comes and he makes the best of him. You can't give him the ball with time on the clock. That's all I can say.
Okay, Coach, so tell me this. Do you feel like after the Falcons got their lead, do you feel like they got comfortable coming into the second half? Do you think that's the reason why it gave Tom Brady and the Patriots time to come back up? Do you feel like they got comfortable?
it's all about making adjustments, and I thought that the Patriots did a great job of going into halftime, making adjustments the second half, and I don't know, the Falcons, they seem to kind of run out of energy there, trying to run and catch up with those the receivers that the Patriots have. But you know, I saw the secondary got tired a little bit, and that's when Tom Brady's at his best. You know, when he can explore a defense as well as he did in the second half.
Coach, with you being a quarterback, talk to me about, you know, Matt Ryan. Is he, even though he lost the Super Bowl, is he up there with the first tier quarterbacks? You know, Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning, those guys. Has he put himself in that conversation?
Yeah, you could say Matt Ryan has done a great job with the Falcons in the past few years, and you can see that each year he may progress as far as a quarterback standpoint, and you put him in the category with the Bradys and the Mannings and all those guys there. You know, Matt Ryan has done a great job for the Falcons, and I think he has the tools to do it with, and the receivers he has. So, you know, just looking at that game, you know, he played a pretty good ball game throughout the game. So, you know, you look at that and you look at Tom Brady, the way he played, you know, that's totally different level when you talk about Tom Brady.
Right. Now, do you think Matt Ryan, do you think he'll ever get a Super Bowl ring, or was that his only shot?
Nah, he got potential. I think the Falcons go only grow as a team and get better as a team. You know, they haven't been to the Super Bowl since '99, so you know that long stint of time, and you talk about a Super Bowl and getting to it is not easy. But I think they got a great chance of next year getting back there. So,
do you think the Falcons should have ran the ball more in the second half?
Well, the biggest thing that come to my attention was that play when Julio Jones made that catch there at the end, about like a 22-yard line, and that I thought they was gonna run the ball 3 times and kick a field goal. But I thought that, you know, you look at the way they played it, you know, instead of trying to kill them and just put them away, it's 2 different things. I think they were just trying to get that killer instinct, scoring a touchdown. But I thought they should have ran the ball 3 times there.
Yeah, they ran the ball 3 times, put them up by 11. Games out of reach. Anyways, back to Alcorn. You know, in the spring, you're gonna have a lot of competition around the field. How are you looking to evaluate that competition with all the spots?
Well, I tell you what, competition only make you better. You know, and that's why I want our guys to look at it. Noah, when they go out there during the spring, is compete. And when you're competing for a position, and you're only making each other better. And so we're gonna have a lot of competition going on now. We got a lot of talent coming back, and those guys that was injured, they'll be able to come back and help us out. So it'll be very interesting this spring to see what we got to work with during the fall camp.
Is talking about you know, Marquise Walford. You know, he set out last year. Is he gonna be back at the running back position, or is he gonna be moving back to slow? Or is he gonna be back and forth?
Well, he'll probably play where he needed. I mean, we probably gonna start him off at receiver. You know, Marquise, he's a dynamic player. You know, he's a playmaker, and you know, and just in those fashions, and you know, he could do a lot of things to help this program this year. You know, he was kind of beat up last year and played only in about 4 ball games last year. But you know, we'll get him back this year, and hopefully, you know, he do the things the right way and be positive on the football field and do all things right to improve.
Talk about Hayden McNair. He's leaving. Who's the next man up for that spot?
Okay, Corey McLaughlin, he's done a great job at the punt position. You know, he kicks off, he punts, and extra point and all as well. So, you know, he'll be the next guy up for that position. And we're always trying to find a good walk-on guy to come in and compete for that position as well. We do have B.J. Dyer in too, so he'll be at the helm of the punt kickoff situation as well. So be very interesting. But I think Corey, you know, he stands out. He's been doing a great job in the past year, so he'll be in the home things.
Well, Coach McNair, we would like to thank you for coming to join us on our show, allowing us to do this interview with you. It's like Noah said earlier, it is an honor to have the head football coach and a guy as great as yourself to come and speak with us and, you know, be on our talking segment, someone that really knows football you got on here, you broke it down exactly the way it needs to be broke down. Like, me and Noah can get on here and talk about it all day, but you said all of the right things. You broke it down exactly the way that it needed to be broken down. So I would like to thank you, and I know Noah feels the same way.
It is a pleasure to be here, and like I said, I'm very humbled that you guys could make me a part of what y'all doing tonight on this show. And always a great pleasure to be around some Braves.
Next up, we have Proud Family by Tory Lanez.